What's up, Creed? Welcome to our Tuesday warm-up here. We're trying to get 3 to 4 rounds here, maybe even 5 rounds in 6 minutes. Starting off with 5 and 5 dumbbell goblet lunges here. So 5 on the left leg, 5 on the right leg. Then we have 5 ground to overheads with our dumbbell. 5 and 5 dumbbell split squats, left and right leg. And 5 and 5 dumbbell upright rows, 5 and 5 each arm. We'll finish with 10 up downs and we'll start back at the top and make our way through again for about 3 to 4 rounds. With our goblet lunges here, we're just gonna be stepping it out, making sure both legs are at 90 degrees here. We're gonna go into forward lunge here, make sure we kiss that knee to the ground, good control on the way down, and a powerful push through that front foot, making sure our heels connect to the ground as we push back up to a standing position as well. All right, then we will take that dumbbell, hold it parallel to the floor, and then we're going into our ground to overheads. Just 5 reps here. Notice how she's explosive and quick with this motion. It's not slow, and she's also keeping the dumbbell close to her body, all right? Shins, thighs, hips, stomach, chest, neck, face, all the way up and all the way back down. So it's not a kettlebell motion, but it is an explosive deadlift to press, all right? Then we have 5 and 5 dumbbell split squats. We'll hold our dumbbell in a suitcase position here, just down by our side, and we'll split our legs apart. They will stay just like that, glued for 5 reps, making sure we get a good contraction, that hamstring and that glute, a little bit in the quad as well, making sure our front foot stays flat and that back toe stays planted here. When we switch legs and we switch arms with that dumbbell into a suitcase position like we're going to work, same idea here, make sure both legs are staggered a little bit. That means one foot is under each hip, all right? Try not to stand on a tightrope. Think about a railroad tracks, all right? You want our feet to be like railroad tracks where they're separated a little bit, all right? Then we have 5 and 5 dumbbell upright rows here. So we're thinking driving that dumbbell up our body in front of our stomach and chest, keeping our elbow nice and high, wrist low, all right? Wrist should end right about that shoulder level. Elbow should end about that face level. Then we have 10 up downs, all right? So we're hopping down to the ground, we jump our feet back, hands plant, just to finish in push-up position, then we hop our feet forward, and we'll hop at the top here. Make sure we jump those feet all the way back, all right? Not gonna shortchange ourselves and end in a pike position. Make sure we end in a push-up position. Then we would go into our workout. We have an EMOM by 25 minutes. I'll go through the movements first, then I'll go through the structure second. So squat jumps for the first minute. Then we go into the second minute with dumbbell swings, third minute dumbbell ground to overheads like we did in the warm-up. Then we have dumbbell sumo deadlift high pulls and Superman hold on the 5th minute. But notice, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all 5 of those movements equal 1 round. So over here, round 1, we go 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and so on for the first whole round. Second round, 35 on, 25 off. Third round, 40 on, 20 off. Round 4, 45 on, 15 off. And so as you can see, there's a theme there. We're increasing work time, decreasing rest time. And on round 5, it's an all-out push through all 5 movements. So we're going a full minute of work there for all 5 of those movements on round 5. All right, so you'll get 5 sets of each movement over the 25 minutes. Squat jumps. Our feet about shoulder width apart here, getting nice and deep, trying to get those hips even with the knees, maybe even go past the knees here as long as we have good form. Chest stays up. We're hopping nice and high, getting some air under those feet, landing soft. Then we have dumbbell swings. So we're gonna grab our dumbbell or kettlebell if you have one. Gonna hold with interlocked fingers around one head, and we're hinging at the hips, letting our torso fall forward. Notice how she comes up with her hips. That creates the momentum for that dumbbell to fly upwards. And as she stands tall, she doesn't lean far backwards. She just stands straight up as if there was a wall behind her, all right? So she's not extending that back to get more range of motion. She's just standing nice and tall. That core stays tight, and all that momentum comes from that initial hip pop. Then we have dumbbell ground to overheads like we showed in the warm-up here. Then we'll go into dumbbell sumo deadlift high pulls, all right? So a little bit different with this motion. Gonna hold that dumbbell in a horizontal position, feet outside shoulder width. All right, we're going down to mid-shin level. Make sure our knees are tracking over our toes here. And we are pulling that dumbbell up to our chin, just like an upright row. So the dumbbell stays lower than our elbows, wrists lower than elbows, and our elbows stay nice and high near our face, all right? Make sure that dumbbell stays straight line from ground to chin. Then we have a Superman hold. So we'll be on our stomach here. We're gonna reach our hands out in front of us. If we were Superman flying through the air, we're gonna squeeze all those posterior muscles, so the hamstrings, the glutes, those back muscles, and those back of the shoulder muscles, and we're holding here for however much time is allotted on whatever round you're on. And obviously on the 5th round, you'd hold for a whole minute here, all right? You can weight these by grabbing very, very light plates. You can hold them in your hands if you have 2.5s at home, just something extra if you'd like to do a little extra work with those shoulders. Then, that is all. So, Have a great rest of your day, Creed.